We're out at Hawaiian Falls, and we are installing an advanced universal interlock from Aquasol. So this is pretty cool. This one is set up special. It's already pre-wired with a closed contact output with a BNC connection to connect to our XPC, and then a 110 to connect it to our CCW 300 system for the AOP. You see there's a bunch of information on here, right? But this is basically replaces the pressure switch with this device, and so we can have multiple inputs. And on this one, it came with a flow switch and a current switch. And so what this is going to allow us to do is to interlock the controller, and the Clear Comfort AOP system are both going to be interlocked with flow from the pump, right? Not just pressure, but flow, some water moving instead of under pressure, under force, as well as current passing through the circuit for the motor. So it isn't just like that there's power to the motor, but the motor is actually, you know, using that current. And so that's,
say if it's off, it'll tell it it's off, right, and it won't go.
Exactly. So so that's two switches. That makes it Model Aquatic Health Code. It's complying with Model Aquatic Health Code rules, and it's got a couple cool things, like it logs, and then it also has a challenge test, so you can actually test it to make sure it's working. Rather with like a pressure switch, you just know that there's power, there isn't power. You have to actually physically test it. This one, actually, you can diagnose it, so that's kind of cool. Challenge it. Yep. First things first is we're going to pull the cover up, and we're going to turn it over and set it down. There we go. So we can see we've got a ribbon cable. This is for the lights and everything on the front. This ribbon cable is going to connect to the printed circuit board. And then we've got some instructions and some screws right there. And then here are some plugs and jumper wires. And so the plugs are going to go in the open holes so that we're not getting corrosion in here, right? The jumper wires, we noticed earlier, 3 LEDs here. 1, 2, 3. Corresponds to 1, 2, 3 on our closed contact inputs. Okay, and then these 1, 2, 3 close contact inputs with these 1, 2, 3 lights, indicator lights for those close contact inputs, correlate to these dip switches up here at the top of the board. Okay, and so what happens is, if we're going to have 2 sensors, a flow switch and a current switch, we'll install those into the board. We'll wire them to 1 and 2. We're going to jumper number 3 so that it's closed all the time, and then we would turn off light number 3. Okay, so we're going to pop all 3 of these connectors off of the
Oh, okay. And that's what you were meaning by
jumper, yep. There you go. Now we want to turn dip 3 off. Got it. Put the level on there. Nice and straight. Flow switch needs to go in the return on, and it's going to be 1/2 inch, so we got to get 1/2 inch tap, 1/2 inch tap. Move it from the we've got a ribbon cable. What do you think? Easy, right?
Not too shabby.
Yeah. So